Alright, what's up, boys? Cam's Garage, again, back with another one. You know how this goes. So, today, we're doing 2016 KX85 power valves. So, as you can see, I've already removed it all. Basically, it's pretty simple. You take off these 4 bolts. Watch out, there's a gasket right here. Be very careful with it. There's also a piece of rubber that goes right in here. You're going to want to save that gasket. If you can reuse it, then that's perfect. If not, then you can order another one. But for those who like to clean their stuff and ride the same day, be careful. And then you're going to remove this rubber piece, kind of push it down a little bit. And then there's going to be a linkage in here. It's got a circle hook, like arm deal. It goes over this piece right here. As you can see, this piece will go right up into that hole right there, and it goes in there and it sits backwards, and then that arm goes over this, and you got a little C-clip that holds it all together, and you'll pull that out, and then there'll be this piece right here that goes in here and holds that arm that you have fed through here. And then there's a screw in it. You'll undo that screw. It's a placement screw, so it goes through there's a hole in that arm right there, and it'll go into that hole. You'll undo that, you'll take that off, and then your power valves, which are these, there's 2 of them, one for that hole, one for this hole, but they'll go inside of here just like so. And then once you remove that arm that's right here, or once you remove that holder that's holding the arm, you'll take these out, and then that's what you need to clean. As you can see, they're pretty nasty. So that's what we're going to be doing right now, is cleaning up the power valves and inside the head. Now, I've already scrubbed on these a lot, so my process of doing this involves a toothbrush, some cleaner, any cleaner will work, acetone, brake parts cleaner, starting fluid, carb, jet cleaner, whatever you got, it'll all work. And then if that doesn't work, then hit it with a Dremel, and that will. So just be very careful what you do when you're using a Dremel, because you can get these out of spec if you sit there and grind on one spot. Not to say you will, but I just don't want anybody to watch my video and then turn around and have that happen. That would suck. So yeah, what we're going to do is clean it off the best we can with a rag. You can see the parts that we still have clean. Now, since I know this is caked on there, I'm using my fingernail and it still ain't budging it. I'm going to go ahead and go to the Dremel. So let me get that hooked up, and then I'll get right back to you. Alright, got my Dremel here. There'll be a little bit of noise, so just bear with me. Turn our Dremel on, and you can see the parts that we need to get. Working pretty slowly, but it's working. I do have different abrasive heads. Make sure you wear safety gear like goggles. That helps with stuff getting in your eyes. So we're going to switch to a more abrasive head. And if this don't work, then we'll use that wire wheel and that wheel. That's taking it right off. So there's some right there on that lip. And now it's just cleaned off. So we're just going to go over the whole thing, and then I'll get back to you when it's done. Alright, so these power valves, brand new, fresh, looking good, everything cleaned up. And then if you're going to do one part, you might as well do it all. That's the little clip that holds the power valves in. Looks good. There's the little arm that I was talking about. Again, all of this was black as night from all the gunk and stuff. And you can take a toothbrush and get in there. And last, little case. That was dirty too. So now we've got it all took care of and cleaned up. Now let's get it on the bike. Also, I didn't get to show you what this looked like before, but it was black too. So we got that cleaned out. Alright, now once you're finished, got your cap on, everything in there is all hooked up right. Inside of it should look like, as you can see, right there. It should look like that. Up in there. Trying to get a better angle. There it goes. Hard to do this one-handed. Yeah. Anyways, that's how you clean up the KX85 power valves. Get them all hooked back up. Pretty simple. So, just a quick little video for y'all. We will be hooking it up tomorrow and getting the cylinder back on and all that. And I'll record that as well and get a video out there for y'all. Alright, if you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. If you got anything you could change or any other ways you might do it, leave it in the comments. Other than that, y'all have a great night, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.